Alright, hey loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jylesa and today I'm going to be getting a colonic and cavitation treatment and I'm going to take you guys with me. If you've been on my channel for any length of time, I want to say thank you for coming back. I got a colonic a couple of years ago. You guys liked that video, had questions, and so I want to be able to kind of like answer all of those questions in this video. So before we get started, I have some tips on some things that you should do before you get a colonic, okay? The first thing that you want to do is you want to drink as much water as humanly possible. I got this jug off of Amazon, I believe. I'll link it in the description for you guys below. I filled it up yesterday. That's how much I've drank since yesterday. Okay, so drink as much water as possible. It helps you eliminate the waste. Okay. The next thing that I want to say is that you definitely want to make sure that you don't eat any food 2 hours before your appointment. I woke up this morning around 8 o'clock ish and I have not eaten. I've gone above and beyond my duties at this point, so I have not eaten as of yet. The next thing I want to talk about is the cavitation treatment. Now, I've never gotten a cavitation treatment done professionally, but I did bring my sweet sweatband with me. And that's just in case I need it for afterwards, because I know you're supposed to do like 30 minutes of cardio or something like that after you get cavitation, if I'm not mistaken, from what I've seen. And I probably should have worn something other than jeans, but hey, you know, I'm an overachiever at this point. So that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm about to go inside and let's just go ahead and get this thing started. Jordans, two-stepping in my Jordans.
But nothing like a more comprehensive approach. Okay. Just to give you kind of a heads up.
Okay.
But I can tell you exactly.
Alright, you guys, so I am in the back right now. We are going to do my cavitation treatment first. So I'm just laying on the table. She did mention and asked me if I drank water, which I did. So make sure you drink water before you come. The cavitation is actually a part of a series that she does. So this is kind of like an introductory part to the series that she does with cavitation. And so I'm not getting the full workup today. It's kind of like drain the lymphatic system, as she said, and then we're going to drain all the waste out of my body. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started soon, so I'll show you guys. It feel like
Your upper GI. Yeah, and your upper GI, I can always tell when you're a little impacted here. That can tell me whether or not you need a flush. And then I can also distinguish between that and when there's just loose skin, and then when there's subcutaneous fat, which is right here.
okay.
So down here in the lower abdomen is you've got some subcutaneous fat, and your upper GI, there's a little bit of impaction. You need to flush. So we'll get a good cleanse today.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy that you could just feel on my stomach and tell that. Gotcha.
This is going to be cold gel, okay?
Okay.
Alright. So any questions you want to ask, you can ask. This wand is going to feel a little cold. So what I did was I just applied
Oh, that ringing. Okay.
so you feel the ringing.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So the ringing is the ultrasonic waves that's passing through the body, right? So similar to like if you were getting like an ultrasound if you were
Yeah.
a baby, right? So you want to make sure that those waves are pulsating through the body, because that's how we're going to break up the subcutaneous fat underneath the skin, underneath the epidermis.
Oh, it's really like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. I know they said it, like I've seen other videos, but it's literally bouncing back and forth in my ears.
The ringing, right?
It's not that loud though. It's not, well, it's not bad. I'll say that. So how long do you normally do like this treatment?
In terms of the duration of each session, or in terms of how many sessions you need?
Both.
Both, okay. So in terms of how many sessions you need is indicative upon like how much fat you have underneath the skin.
Okay.
So no two clients are the same. So for instance, someone who has a pretty distended abdominal area, for instance, may need more sessions than someone who has less distension, right? So if your belly isn't protruding as much as mine, then you will need less sessions. And the way we determine that is that we use a device, and we pinch the abdominal area with this device, which has a gauge on it.
Okay.
And that gauge tells us just how many sessions you need.
Okay.
Because it measures how much subcutaneous fat is beneath the epidermis.
Gotcha.
So essentially what's beneath the skin.
Gotcha.
Session. In general, most clients will range anywhere between 30 minutes and sometimes even up to an hour,
Gotcha.
depending on what that service entails. So, well, this procedure works well. It marries well with colon hydrotherapy because you essentially you break down the subcutaneous fat in the adipose cells, and then right after this, we put you on a table, and then your lymphatic system is now activated. It's ready to go essentially, and then you do your colon hydrotherapy session right afterwards, and you typically have really good sessions.
Okay.
For colonic.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then we can bring the table closer so you'll be able to sit your camera and so forth.
Okay.
And then I'll come back in and we'll get you going, okay?
Okay. Alright. Alright, you guys. So on the last video, everybody was asking me about the tube. This is the tube. It's already lubed up. And I'm basically going to slide my butt down onto it. Okay. So y'all were wondering, this is the tube and this is a closed system. I'm going to scoot my butt on it. So... yeah, okay, so I have slid down onto the tube. I'm basically sitting here like this. And I'm about to push the button for her to come in and help us out. So they have a whole button here. And so, yeah, I'm pretty much just sitting here with the tube in my butt. Yeah. So because I got the cavitation treatment, she did tell me that it is a situation where I may have more cramping this time. The cavitation treatment, let me see. It was about an hour long. The machine is not bad at all. It does cause like a ringing in your ear, but you get used to it. It's just like a buzzing in your ear. Nothing serious. I'm hoping that I get a really good colonic today. The last time I got it done, I couldn't take but so much. Hopefully this time I'm able to get as much out as humanly possible for the time frame that I'm allowed. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. Yeah, let's get this show on the road. Okay, so I have started the colonic. She started me off on a low setting. And so just to explain what's the process when you get the colonic done. The tube is inserted, and you basically let your colon fill up with water, and then you push out when you get ready. So you kind of like have control over like how everything happens. And so just like I showed you guys before, there is a tube, and I can literally see the water come out and everything when it comes out. And so right now I've seen more water than anything else. I'm trying to let my stomach fill up as much as possible. I'm waiting to kind of see how far I can let it go. But so basically the water is slowly getting into my colon. I am crampy, very crampy. Okay, first thoughts coming out of the colonic this time, okay? There's some differences from the last time. If you saw my last video, I told you I couldn't smell anything while I was in there. sis, I smelt it. Okay, I smelt it. I was strong. The force was strong with this one. Now I know this is TMI, but that's the reason why you come to my videos, because I tell you everything. Okay, so that was a big difference. This time I was very, very crampy. I did say that I felt nauseous the last time, but this time I allowed a lot more water to go into my colon, if that makes sense. And so I can definitely feel the difference. Like at first, I wasn't really getting a lot of poop coming out. But as I began to sit there a little bit more and push a little bit more, I started to, it seemed like I would hit air pockets. And you could tell when you hit an air pocket because like it'll bubble out like, you know, like air, like gas. Okay, so I had some air pockets, and it's like once I hit an air pocket at one point, I'll be able to release a good amount. I hit an air pocket again, release a good amount. And so I think that happened maybe about 3 times over maybe the 45 minutes that I was in there, which was different than last time, because last time I remember just having one really good big poop, and then after that it was just like me pushing out water. When I got done, I did still have to go. So I sat there for a little minute and relieved myself. So those are my first initial like thoughts about the colonic, the cavitation. First initial thoughts, the ringing in the ears is not something that you can't bypass. It's just something that happens. I have a small cavitation machine at my house, and it does nothing compared to this particular treatment. The lady that does the everything, she's really, really nice. Very, very nice lady. Her name is Tisha, and she is amazing. She's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna keep coming back here, okay, because she's nice and I like her. Basically with the cavitation, I don't have any pain or anything like that, no discomfort, but I do know that I was a lot more crampier this time after that colonic. I will come back on tomorrow to see if we lost any weight, what's up with the inches on the waist, and see if that cavitation treatment did any type of results between then and tomorrow. Okay, well, now and tomorrow, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Alright, you guys, so in my last video I said that I was going to do a update the next day for my colonic cavitation session. Well, what actually ended up happening is my period literally started the next day, which might explain some of my extra bloating that I had. And so I wasn't able to really properly document it. My period was supposed to start like a week later, so I thought I did the timing right, but I didn't. But the cavitation treatment though, did I notice any differences? A little bit, but not much. But that was because I only did one session. So I know that if you do it in a series, there's a lot of videos on cavitation. You can look those up, and I know that it does work. And so for me, I'm on a fitness journey right now, so I may add cavitation at a later time once I lose some more of my belly fat. But I don't have any after video. Like if I show you guys, I can show you guys my stomach now, but it's been a week since I got the cavitation. Can't tell you whether or not that's specifically from that treatment. But if you guys are looking to do a colonic, pure wellness is they're very, very cleanly. They're very, very nice. They have really nice appointments. They do a whole bunch of stuff. So if you're looking to beautify yourself from the inside out, literally, go to them. All right, you guys. So until next time, peace and love. All right, you guys. Bye.